Hi, I'm Tracy Faulkner from Lush Fabrics with your release for this week. It is the 17th of August. I have 5 new fabrics and 2 rewind fabrics to show you today. So I'm going to jump straight in. The first fabric I have for you is a gorgeous Ribknit. This is beautiful and soft. It's about 180 GSM. It is 96 poly, 4% spandex. It is a gorgeous fabric to wear all year round. It is one that I will wear on the hottest of days, and it's also really lovely as a layering piece on cooler days. So you could wear this one in any season. I love a good 4-season fabric that you can really get your money's worth out of. So this one is called Switch It Up in Pink. Let me show you that print, and you can see the size of the ribs there as well. As I said, it is gorgeous and soft. It has really good stretch. It has some vertical as well. It has really nice drape. It won't grow out on you during the day. It's really great for tops, dresses, skirts, pants, you name it. You can do all sorts of stuff with it. I've got dresses and tops out of this fabric, and I really love them. They wear beautifully. As I said, they don't grow. I think Ribknit has a real reputation for growing. This stuff won't grow on you during the day. It is really lovely. All right, let's see what threads I have to match here. So in the Ribknit, I have 1421. It is a little bit darker. It's not quite as dark as it's looking on the screen, but it is quite a good match. And 382 in the Mariflex. Now I have some fabrics as well. So the hot pink Ribknit. I mean, you don't always have to match with the same fabric type. You can use, for the one garment, you can have different fabric types sewn into it if you want to, but it is nice to be able to match with the same fabric type, and so this one works well for that. And also the white Ribknit. All right, Switch It Up in Pink Ribknit. Next is what I am wearing. This one is a double brush poly, and I've called it Uluru because I think the colors are just so striking and beautiful, and that's what it reminded me of when I first saw it. It is a true tie-dye, so it is the same. This is the front and this is the back. So that's really handy to know if you've got a high-low hem or a cardigan or something like that. So then it's not the white or non-printed side that you can still see every now and then on those sorts of garments. So this is beautiful and soft. The colors are right up my alley, and the stretch is fantastic. You can do so much with double brush poly. There are so many different garments. We have a video just on double brush poly just to explain this base to you and give you some examples of garments that you can make using this sort of fabric. So if you haven't watched that, or if you haven't worked with double brush poly before, do have a look at that video. It'll give you lots of inspiration, hopefully. But this is the Thea top from Made for Mermaids, and I've made a few of these now. I quite like it for winter. I'm not sure if it's really showing, but it's got a cute little pleat detail here, and as I said, this color I absolutely love, and this is so beautiful to wear because it's so nice and soft. A great layering piece for this time of the year. So I came in today with a cardigan over the top and felt nice and comfortable. Okay, threads. I have got in the Ribknit range 1346 and then 982 in the Mariflex. So Mariflex is a stretch thread. So, oops, it's on the floor now. So you can do a straight stitch with your sewing machine on this sort of knit fabric, and it will be stable. It's fantastic. If you haven't given it a go, I highly recommend trying it. It's really great. All right, charcoal cable knit sweater is a really nice match for this one, or dark charcoal double brush poly is another nice option. You could go with Marmalade Thermal, which is really nice too, or Rust Ribknit. This one's a little bit darker, but there are some darker tones swirling through this one. And lastly, you could go with Rust Waffle. This is not the exact fabric of the cardigan that I wore today, but it's very, very similar. And so although it's a lot of this color, I did wear it together. Okay, Uluru Double Brush Poly. Next is another double brush poly, and I love this one too. This one is called Mindboggling in Olive. Now, this double brush poly, it has come from the same supplier that I usually buy the double brush poly from, but it came with a different code. So it's very, very similar. It is 170 GSM, and most of our double brush polys are 180, 190 GSM. So it's very, very slightly lighter. You probably wouldn't notice that difference if you're holding a meter of both fabrics. You're not going to notice that difference. It still feels lovely and soft, probably not quite the same level of softness as this one, but it is still lovely. So let me show you this one up close. It's got some really gorgeous greens going through. I do like a bit of a green as well. So great stretch. It'll behave in the exact same way as the other brush polys. Vertical, and there is your drape. And so this one has no print on the wrong side, as opposed to this one that was printed on both. Now, let's have a look at some threads. I could not find a good Rasant match, but I just went with this olivey colour in the Mariflex, which is 561. And we match this one with green tambourine Sherpa, and that goes with some of these darker swirls in here. And also olive French terry, which is again is a darker swirls that it matches nicely with. Mind-boggling in olive double brush poly. Next is a new base to us. This is called Urban Rib, and the color is taupe. Let me show you. Oops, that takes away the color, but you can see the texture of it there. It's like a swirly rib. So it's 77% poly, 18% rayon, and 5% spandex. It's 240 GSM, and it's a double knit. So it's not really, really thick, but it's certainly not overly thin either. And it's got a bit of weight to it as well. I would use it, I mean, it would be a beautiful dress. I'd love that as a dress actually. And this color is so in at the moment. It could be a top, it could be a cardigan, it could be a jumper. You could probably make pants out of it if you wanted to. It has lots that you can do. It has some good firm stretch, and it's got vertical as well, which is really handy. Gorgeous drape. Could not find any matching thread for this one, unfortunately. And because it's a solid color, I don't have any coordinating fabrics either, but it is super cute. I'm going to show you that texture again. And definitely worth giving a go. So this is taupe Urban Rib. Okay, last of the new fabrics, and this is another honeycomb. So honeycomb is a unique fabric because of its texture. Let me show you that texture. You can see why we call it honeycomb. So this one is called Stormy Tie Dye, and it's really gorgeous in its colors. This fabric, I tend to think of it as athletic style fabric because that's what it feels like. It's got that athletic feel, but people use it more often for general garments than they do for oh my god, athletic wear. My gosh, that just completely slipped my mind. You know, people make tops and dresses and skirts and pants out of this. It's great for leggings if you did want it for something like that, and it would be great for a workout top, or as I said, a dress, a going out top. There's heaps that you can do. If you're not sure, jump onto our Facebook group, which is Lush Fabrics and then Australia in brackets, and just search honeycomb and you'll see some inspiration for what other people have made with it. So stretch is great. Vertical. And there is your drape. Now, I do have some threads for this one. I just went for some mid blues because there's sort of different colors going everywhere. So 585 in the Resart and 435 in the Mariflex. And we matched it up with dusty blue cable knit sweater. All right, that is all of our new ones. This is Stormy Tie Dye Honeycomb. Let's have a look at some of our Lush Sunday rewinds. So these are fabrics that have been in stock for a little while now, and we think you might have forgotten about them. So we choose two for most weeks. We have some rewind fabrics. We choose two to showcase again. We see if we can find any more matching threads or any more coordinating fabrics, and we offer them at a cheaper price just for the Sunday as well. So this one is Fruit Tingle, and it is a faux alpaca, which is a beautiful fabric base, and it's one that I can't order anymore from my supplier. So they don't have it anymore, unfortunately, but it is gorgeous. It's 69% poly, 24% rayon, 3% spandex, 200 GSM. It is this gorgeous, soft fluffiness on the right side of the fabric. It feels amazing. And then it's smooth on the inside. It has some good stretch. What have we got vertically? And there's some vertically as well, and beautiful drape. So it's lovely for a jumper or a cardigan. You could make yourself a lounge set if you wanted to, or a dress. There's lots that you can do. So long as it falls within the right stretch percentage for your pattern, you should be good. We do list all of our stretch percentages for all of our fabrics under each product listing as well. So you can easily go through your pattern collection at home and see if one of our fabrics will work for that particular pattern as well, because we've got all of those stretch percentages listed on our website. Now, what have I got to show you here? I do have a couple of threads. I actually have two color options thread-wise. So in the Resart, I have 1352 to match them with these really pretty peach oranges. And then in the Mariflex, I went for the pink option, so 663. Either one would work because there's a pretty similar number of both of them on there. And if all else fails, you can just go for an ivory because there's some of that on there too. Okay. When we first got this fabric in, we matched it up with this pink double brush poly, which is really pretty with it. It's not an exact match, but it is quite complementary to all of those colors. And we also had it with the off-white modal, which is really nice. And you know, anything that's got ivory in its name or off-white or anything like that would go really nicely with this one. You don't really need to be exact with it because there's only a small amount and it's not really the feature color in there. And now I found two more matches. This one is Strawberry Sorbet and it is a brushed waffle. Again, it's not the exact same color, but it's quite complementary and it's just so beautiful. It's so soft, brushed, warm, gorgeous. And then the last option that I have for you is pink Ribknit, which is super pretty. And that is very similar to the color that's in there. How gorgeous does that look? That looks really pretty. I really wanted to find some of these peaches, but we just didn't have anything that was quite right, unfortunately, which is a bit of a shame. But anyway, All right, so this is Fruit Tingle Faux Alpaca, the first of today's Lush Sunday Rewind fabrics. The next is a pretty classic print. It is a double brush poly and it's called Tribal. You know, I love a black and white. It's so versatile. There's so many things that you can wear it with. This is beautiful and soft, this fabric. This is quite a big print, but I think it would be really easy to, you know, lay your pattern pieces and cut into the print so that it's not so big if you didn't want the big print. Double brush poly, amazing stretch. Both ways. There is your drape. So I've got some threads to show you, which I reckon you probably all know what they are by now. 4,000 in the Research, 000 in the Mariflex. And we had this matched up with the white oversized waffle when we first released it. So any white is obviously going to work, any black is going to work, but the colors are going to look particularly amazing. So throw some colors in there, whether you like a bright color or a pastel color or a lovely earthy tone, anything is going to look great with this black and white. It's just so versatile and it's such, yeah, it's a really beautiful fabric. It's been on my list for quite a while with many other fabrics, which is why I haven't gotten to it yet, but it is really nice. Tribal in black, double brush poly is our second Lush Sunday Rewind, so it will be on special just for Sunday. All right, that is all of the fabrics that I have to show you. Please do enter our competitions. We have 3 running at the moment. So for this video post, we have a competition on YouTube and we have a competition in our Facebook group, Lush Fabrics Australia. And in addition to that, we have our Made with Lush competition, and here is the prize for that Made with Lush competition. We are starting to get some entries through now as you receive your orders from our sale. So we're loving seeing the makes that you post. Hopefully you guys are finding some inspiration in those posts as well. It's always great to see what someone else makes with a fabric and the ideas that they come up with. Okay. That is everything. They are now all on our website, which is www.lushfabrics.com.au. I hope there is something that you love in today's selections. I'll be back next week with some more goodies for you. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.